When you think of homelessness, what comes to mind? A cardboard sign? A tattered blanket? What if I told you the reality is far more complex than the stereotypes we've all seen? Let's break down the biggest misconceptions about homelessness and uncover the truth. First, homelessness doesn't always look like what you think. Many assume it's just people living on the streets, but homelessness has many faces. It includes families couch surfing, individuals living in cars, or those staying in shelters. These forms of homelessness are often hidden from view, yet they're just as real. Imagine a single parent who's working multiple jobs but can't afford rising rent prices, or a young person who's been kicked out of their home and has nowhere to go. By focusing only on visible homelessness, we miss the larger picture of how widespread this issue truly is. In fact, a significant portion of homelessness remains unseen by the general public. Second, homelessness is not a choice. It's easy to think that people become homeless because of bad decisions or a lack of effort, but in reality, many are pushed into homelessness by circumstances beyond their control. Losing a job, medical emergencies, or escaping domestic violence can leave someone without a place to live. Picture someone who's lived paycheck to paycheck for years and suddenly faces an unexpected medical bill. That one crisis can unravel everything. No one wakes up and decides, today, I'll lose my home. It's often a chain of events that spirals out of control, and for some, the safety net simply isn't there to catch them. Third, you can't just pick yourself up and not be homelessness. That's like telling someone with depression to just be happy. The idea that someone can simply get a job and fix everything overlooks the many barriers they face. Without a stable address, transportation, or clean clothes for an interview, even the first steps can feel insurmountable. Think about applying for a job when you don't even have a phone number for them to call you back. On top of that, the emotional toll of being homeless can't be ignored. Anxiety, depression, and the constant stress of survival make it incredibly hard to focus on long-term solutions. It's not about a lack of effort. It's about facing obstacles that most people don't even realize exist. Fourth, people who are homeless aren't lazy. This stereotype is not only false, but harmful. Many people experiencing homelessness are working hard to survive every single day. They're navigating complex systems to access food, shelter, and medical care. Some are even employed but don't make enough to afford housing. The term working homeless might sound contradictory, but it's a harsh reality for many. Imagine working a full-time job and still not being able to afford a place to sleep at night. Being homeless doesn't mean someone isn't trying. It often means the odds are stacked against them in ways that most of us can't imagine. Finally, not everyone who is homeless struggles with addiction. While substance abuse can be a factor for some, it's not the case for everyone. Many people experiencing homelessness are sober and simply trying to find stability. By assuming addiction is universal, we further stigmatize a group of people who are already marginalized. Even for those who do struggle with addiction, it's often a symptom of deeper issues like trauma or untreated mental health conditions. It's important to approach these situations with compassion rather than judgment. Homelessness is a complex issue, shaped by systemic problems, personal challenges, and unexpected events. It's not a matter of choice or effort, it's a reflection of how fragile life can be and how quickly things can change for any of us. It's easy to think, that could never be me. But the truth is, many people are closer to homelessness than they realize. So next time you see someone who is homeless, take a moment to challenge these misconceptions. They are people with stories, struggles, and strengths, just like you. Understanding the truth about homelessness is the first step toward creating a world where everyone has a place to call home.